with me while I tell you how this problematic statement turned me into the stylist I am today. It might surprise some of you, but I was a bit of an oddball growing up, and it's 100% my father's fault. I say that because he fully endorsed my every whim, and by doing so, helped me conquer a lot of fears that I had. Just imagine a younger, overly energetic me, because I was that girl, running to my dad going, "Hey Dad, I want to be a karate master." A good father would do. He enrolled me in gymnastics. I come from a long line of gymnasts, and Shotokan karate. Time I was 8, I was a Shotokan U.S. regional champion in Kumite, more commonly known as sparring. Then when I was 9, we moved to California for a little bit for a job opportunity my dad was considering taking. And while we were there, I didn't ever want to get in the ocean because the salt water burned my eyes and it was hard to see. So why even bother? My dad didn't end up taking that position, so we came back to Indiana. Yay! And he immediately enrolled me in scuba lessons that he took with me. And I got my scuba certification at like 8. I also had this habit of just wanting to play dress up all the time. My favorite holiday was Halloween. So when I do things like go to my dad on a random day in April and be like, "Hey Dad, I want to dress as a witch today," he was down for it. He went to Walgreens and got this like green paint you put all over your face, and then it's supposed to crackle and make it look like your skin falling off the bones or like cracking. And I don't know if it was expired or what, but it's when it dried, it pinched my skin, and then him and my mom couldn't get it off. And I remember they had to call, like, I think it's poison control. I'm not 100% sure. It was some number on the back of the packaging, I'm sure. And they had to like coat my face in Vaseline and baby oil and like pry this stuff off. All in the meantime, it was like pinching the hell out of my skin. But that's like the type of thing he would do for me. My dad's ability to like help conquer my every fear made me believe everything he said 100%. Everything my dad said, I believed. So when you said it's better to look good than to feel good, my darling, enough said. I'm on board. I fully trust it. So I'd get up, decide who I wanted to be that day. A Victorian princess, a cowgirl ballerina. 4 teachers never knew who was coming into class. So when I was 11, life at home was, let's just say, not great.
Aww. We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
This is why we don't wait until the morning of to pick out our outfit. You should at least be picking it out the night before. But if you're super busy, like most people, especially our mom entrepreneurs, anybody that works multiple jobs, scratch that, anybody that's busy, you should be pulling your clothes for the whole week on Sunday. I'm going to make a video on that. But I didn't. I took a lazy Sunday. I chilled with the family. We hung some wallpaper in my office. So we're going to pick out an outfit. And I don't know who I feel like being today.
8 hours later.
So anyway, at 11, things at home weren't spectacular. And I was either going to be sent to boarding school or private school. No, I wasn't bad. There was just some family shit going on. So I ended up in private school where I had to wear a uniform. So on top of everything else I was going through at the time, my armor had been taken away from me. I couldn't wear my protective armor and dress as characters because I had to wear a uniform. And I remember going to my dad am I feeling it? No. And complaining about how who in their right mind would ever want to dress like everybody else and how absolutely boring it was. and how depressed I was. And that's when my father looked at me and he said, Jazz, it's not what you wear, but how you wear it. And that is when I learned about style. And that is where my whole model for my company came from. And my number one golden rule is that the most important piece of your outfit that you put on every day is your confidence. That's where it came from. All right, lovelies. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.